A date now has been set for His Majesty King Misuzulu kaZwelithini's coronation. It will be on the 28th of next month. Just 3 weeks ago, the president, that's Cyril Ramaphosa, recognized Misuzulu as the AmaZulu king. And on Tuesday, another faction filed papers in court. Well, they want Ramaphosa's decision to be set aside and reviewed. So let's get some insight now on this with the University of KwaZulu-Natal's head of African languages and cultural expert, Professor Sihawu Ngubane. Prof, good to have you. And good morning to you. Now, it seems it's all systems go for the coronation of King Misuzulu. A coronation, I mean, is always a special event to witness, especially a first in a lifetime for some of us, especially if you perhaps did not witness King Zwelithini's coronation, which was, of course, a ceremony from the Xhosa, nation. But how would a Zulu coronation particularly look like?
Thank you very much for inviting me. We anticipate the Zulu King coronation to be huge and to have more of a continental guest list and heads of states. We expect more heads of states to attend. And I think last time when in 1971, when the late king was coronated, there were about 30,000 people who ascended eNCA for the coronation. But this time we think we are going to have more than that, and we are expecting close to 90,000 people to attend because there's a lot of excitement. People are excited. Some of us have never seen the coronation, so everyone wants to experience this coronation. So we expect huge numbers.
Absolutely, Prof. And with that being said, how much of a role do the other wives / mothers' houses play in terms of their role within this coronation, especially given the current division that we're seeing within, of course, the royal family?
African tradition dictates that if there is a family gathering, people put aside their differences and attend the ceremony. Like if there is a funeral in the family, you put aside the differences and attend. And if there is a wedding, people do come and attend because family is a support unit. So I expect that this is going to happen. Although they are not part of the preparations, but on the day, we expect them to be there to support the new king.
Yeah. Prof, would this still be possible, even though there are factions that still don't recognize King Misuzulu as the rightful heir to the throne? Would they still be able to put aside their differences for the sake of this coronation?
I hope so. I hope so. They will have to, because a king's coronation is history. So if they stay away from this big event, they will miss the history, and their names will appear on the history that they did not attend the king's coronation. I expect that they will come around. Maybe even now they are still undecided, but on the day they will come on board.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about this case just before I let you go then. We understand there'd been another case filed in court this Tuesday. What do you make of these, court cases within the royal family, especially because we know that also within the traditions and customs of, the royal family, they would have preferred, at least, Misuzulu's faction or side, that things be resolved internally and there hadn't been a need to approach the courts?
You are absolutely right. Because of the families, families do not see eye to eye at some point, but they have to sit around the table and try and resolve their differences. We would expect them to do so, but it is unfortunate that they opted for this route, and it is their right to do so. But in terms of the family structure or family unit, families do fight, but they are sometimes reconciled. And I think this is about time that they reconcile, just for the benefit of the entire nation, because The AmaZulu have been expecting a king for almost a year now, so they don't want to be delayed any further. So the court cases we should go ahead if there is no other means of resolving their differences. But I think, and I wish that they resolved internally and using the family to take a stand on this matter.
All right, we'll leave it then. I appreciate you speaking to us this morning. UKZN's Head of African Languages and Cultural Expert, Professor Sihawu Ngubane. Thank you so much for your time this morning.